First on Worcester News tonight, JetBlue CEO in the city today making a long-awaited announcement. Plus, Friendly House hosts its annual Galaxy of the Stars banquet, raising funds while honoring local community members. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemmon. A trial date is scheduled for the Webster man charged in the death of a state trooper. Prosecutors say 31-year-old David Njuguna was under the influence of marijuana when he crashed into the back of Trooper Thomas Clardy's cruiser. The crash happened in March of 2016. Trooper Clardy was conducting a motor vehicle stop on the Mass Pike in Charlton when investigators say Njuguna hit his cruiser. Njuguna is under indictment on multiple charges, including manslaughter and motor vehicle homicide. The Webster man has pled not guilty to the charges and remains in custody. His trial is set to start April 30th in Worcester Superior Court. Shrewsbury police are asking for the public's help identifying the suspect in an armed robbery. They shared these pictures of a man described as a white male, approximately 30 years old, with a beard. Police say he entered the Walgreens store on Route 9 Sunday afternoon. Employees tell police the suspect approached a cashier and demanded money while showing a knife. The clerk gave the man an undisclosed amount of money before he took off on foot. Anyone with information is asked to call Shrewsbury Police. Good news for travelers flying out from Worcester Regional Airport. JetBlue CEO was in the city today to make a long-awaited announcement about the airline's new destination from Worcester. Our Roslyn Flaherty has the details.
Travelers flying out from Worcester Regional Airport can make it to JFK International Airport and beyond, starting May 3rd.
Whether it's Sarasota, Florida, Antigua, St. Lucia, Cartagena, so many different places on the JetBlue network that you'll now be able to fly, connect through JFK.
JetBlue CEO Robin Hayes made the announcement Thursday. Fares will start at $39.
We work with a lot of airports, and when we decided we're going to make an investment, it's not just about the geography, and it's not just about the facilities and the environment and the cost structure and the community. It's also about the leaders of those airports.
JetBlue says the daily flights will get people to JFK for 7 a.m. and will return back to Worcester around midnight.
It's a very long day, but it's going to allow us to make those connections.
JetBlue serves 101 cities and started flying to and from Worcester Regional Airport in 2013, making stops in Orlando and Fort Lauderdale. Massport CEO Tom Glynn says 80 to 85% of the flights are full.
And they're full year round, not just, in the wintertime. So it's been very, very successful.
Glynn says they are very optimistic other airlines are paying attention to the success of JetBlue at the airport.
We're in discussions with some other airlines about some possibilities.
The flights will begin after the completion of the Category 3 landing system, which Massport says is in its final stages.
Connecting us to the world, connecting the world to Worcester.
Roslyn Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Shrewsbury police say they've located a vehicle of interest in the fatal pedestrian crash back in November. The crash killed 59-year-old Alma Seco. Police say an officer who was working a traffic detail noticed a vehicle which matched the description and say the owner is cooperating with investigators. According to police, the operator told them they were unaware of a collision involving a pedestrian. Police have not made any arrests at this time. Christmas is less than 3 weeks away, which means now is the time packages start arriving on doorsteps and in some cases get stolen. Today we caught up with the local pawn shop to find out how they make sure if any item they receive is stolen, it will be tracked. Our Anna Batari has more.
This time of year, police are warning people who order online to keep an eye out for package thieves. But if someone tries to sell the stolen goods to a pawn shop, they won't have a lot of luck. Loans USA in Worcester says most shops in Massachusetts have a system in place. So if a stolen item is pawned, there's a good chance the owner can get it back.
Well, it's a very simple process, really.
CEO John Wolf says whenever a customer comes into the store with an item, they have to show a valid form of ID. The store then evaluates the item. If the customer agrees to the loan, they begin the paperwork.
Type in their information in detail. We type in each individual item, okay? We describe it out. After that, we take their picture, and also we take a picture of the jewelry.
Wolf says the information is put into a file. At the end of each day, they email all of the files to New England State Police Information Network, which is then dispersed to every police department in the state. Worcester Police Sergeant Kerry Hazelhurst says over the years, it's been a useful tool for the department.
Everything's broken down to, make, model, serial numbers, whatever it may be, descriptions, whatever. So if something ends up being stolen and ends up in a pawn shop, there's a real good chance that law enforcement can recover those items.
Sergeant Hazelhurst says for 30 days, the pawn shops have to hold on to the item, which gives police time to investigate.
A very detailed, way of reporting so that, the people that shouldn't get caught don't get caught, and the ones that should do.
And that was our Anna Batari reporting. One central Massachusetts man is jumping headfirst into the holiday season. Michael Barassa is known for his massive Christmas light display, and he's at it once again. Our Cam Jandro visited the light show tonight and has the story.
The Barasas have been putting on this light show for 4 years now. They say it's become an extreme hobby for them, but for some local families, it's become a Christmas tradition. A small Auburn neighborhood gets a big Christmas surprise. Thousands of LEDs dance along to the tune of Christmas carols. One family says they've made it an annual tradition to visit the light show.
Families that do these types of light displays are great for the community. So we've come every year that they've done it, and the kids look forward to it, and we're excited to see it again this year, bigger and better and brighter than ever.
Michael Barassa spent more than 1,000 hours working on the display this year. Christmas lights fill his lawn, roof, and windows. With more than 30 years of experience decorating, Barassa says it's just grown on him.
I love giving back to the community, and Christmas has always been like a huge holiday for me. So being able to do this and have it be a hobby, it's a great combination.
Barassa works around the calendar, hand-making most of his decorations. His wife Brianna says it's nice to see her childhood home transformed for the holidays.
This is the house that I grew up in. We moved here when I was 5 years old, so to really see, how the neighborhood has morphed and come out and enjoy it, the whole thing is amazing to me.
Now, the light show runs daily, ending at 8:30 during the week and going until 10 on the weekends. Barassa says the show will go until New Year's Eve before he takes it all down and starts all over for the next year. Reporting in Auburn, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
All right, thank you, Cam. Friendly House in Worcester hosting its annual Galaxy of the Stars banquet Thursday. The event was at the Manor Restaurant in West Boylston. It raises money for their youth, teen, and family programming, Christmas presents, and children's Christmas party. The Galaxy is Friendly House's signature event. The night also honors local community leaders who exemplify the Friendly House's mission.
The idea is that we want to honor people who have played athletics or involved in athletics, either involved or still doing that.
It's great, I tell you. I said to some people just the people who we have here tonight are some wonderful people, and the people who they've honored in the past. I mean, I'm humble and I'm very honored to be amongst them. Yeah.
And this is the 23rd year the Friendly House has hosted the event.